Please welcome to the stage Tommy Warren. Show him some love. Here he comes. Come on.
Thank you. That's what fat does when you don't have things nailed down. So, ladies and gentlemen, you've all met my wife's grandmother. Yeah, that's family. You should see family get-togethers. They're fucking hoot. A little bit about me. I just turned 50. I got 7 kids. I really like playing in the box they come in. But a lot of people ask me, like, what's my secret? Why do you have 7 kids? I really don't know. I wish there was a way I could communicate with people why I have 7 kids. So it is a fact. So my wife loves that joke, and she doesn't. So as you guys can tell, I come from a twisted family. That's Grandma. Yeah. So we were all sitting around back just before the summer ended up at her daughter's farm. And we were laying there on the grass, and my kids were all looking around. It was a beautiful day. I said to my kids, look at the clouds. You guys see anything? They've seen teddy bears and all this and all that. You guys ever seen anything in the clouds? Like you started, have you seen anything? What's something you've seen? Leaf? You ever think the clouds look back and go, fuck, there's a cunt? I said that to my youngest kid, and he was like, Dad, that's rude. My youngest son is 11 years old. He's a comedian. He's gotten into comedy. He's better than me. So he likes to throw that in my face. The only thing I can say to him is, dude, I fucked your mom. That's my only comeback I got for him. So, I mean, you guys know I'm twisted. I'll tell you something happened last Sunday at my house. I'm not sure here in Burlington, do you guys get a lot of door knockers on Sundays? Yeah. Wearing suits, carrying Bibles? Yeah. They knocked on my door. I knew who they were. They have no idea who I am. So I answered the door. Before I could even say hello, this girl locked eyes with me. She goes, have you found Jesus? So my reply was, did you lose him again? When you find him, use bigger nails, add some chains, because the rocks aren't working. They've never been back. It might have been that or the fact that I answered the door naked. So I haven't figured that one out yet. As you guys can tell, I'm a little on the large side. My shape, I've gotten into shape. My shape is the letter P. R if I'm naked. I knew growing up there was a lot wrong with me, so I begged my parents to test me. They tested me, and it turns out I got OCD. They said, well, you might be able to outgrow that when you get into adolescence. And I did. I went from having OCD to obesity. I gained a letter. It's just now I'm just not a part of the letter community because that B and LGBT, that doesn't stand for big. I found that out the hard way. So it's not my fault I'm fat though. It's because everywhere I go is my favorite sandwich. It's like, sir, what's your favorite sandwich? BLT? I love BLTs. Man, what's your favorite sandwich?
Fire roast sub, turkey sub.
Fire roast sub, right? Mine's ice cream. And it's everywhere. I bought 2 boxes the other day and they were gone the next day, and I blamed the kids, and my wife was like, kids haven't been home in 2 weeks. So I blamed them anyway. So I knew I had a weight problem because when I went to step on my scale, just before I got my foot on it, it started sweating. So I don't know if I have to shoot my scale or lose weight. So I went to Weight Watchers. And you guys are looking at the only gentleman, the only person to be ever kicked out of Weight Watchers in Canada. I am banned from every location. Because I went there and I wanted to lose weight. I mean, I was over 300 pounds. Since I started losing weight, I'm down about 60 pounds. And I was like, oh my God, I'm taking this seriously. They start everyone back to class. Because they have gyms. Did you guys know that? Of course you did. Because they're always behind a Dairy Queen. Where they should be. So I got pissed off. I filled my pockets full of M&Ms one day, and I was like, they're going to make me, I'm going to the front. The class started, and sure enough, nope. They wouldn't let me go go to the front. So I took all the M&Ms out of my pocket and I threw it on the ground. I'm going to tell you right now, that was the most radical game of Hungry Hungry Hippo I've ever fucking seen. I can tell you something that I've gone through over the last few years. Back in September 3rd, I got the call that for the third time in my life I've had to battle cancer and I went into remission. So, thank you. So, that was 3 times. So I know I gotta go every year, I get a very in-depth physical. But one thing, when I go for my physicals, I know what I gotta do. Get naked, you gotta sit on that table with that really, that toilet paper protected layer, so you know you're safe. So I'm sitting there, I'm naked, waiting for the doctor, and I seen the stirrups. You ever tell your partner or your friends that those stirrups lock? Of course you did. Nobody does. No woman has ever told her partner those stirrups lock. My fat ass found out. I was sitting there and I seen the stirrups and I put my feet in the stirrups. I just kind of leaned forward and my left leg shot out, all the way out and locked. So when I went to unlock it, my right leg decided that was fun. It shot out the other way. So there I am. I'm going to say picture it if you want to. My fat, hairy, naked ass locked in place in this. Does any part of this say I do gymnastics? I'm not meant to spread that far. And that's when my doctor walked in. I clenched down. I know I clenched because that toilet paper's still up there. So I'm like, oh shit. So he walks in and he washes his hands. He says that he knows I do comedy, so he figured he'd just be a smart ass. So he went and washed his hands. He was calm. We're going to start with a hernia. You men know how to check for hernia, right? Grab your balls, tell you to cough. He just washed his hands in the coldest water in the universe and grabbed me on purpose. Caught me off guard. The best I could get out is I looked down and he looked up and he was still hanging on. Have you ever involuntarily winked at anybody? We locked eyes, ladies and gentlemen, and his hands were cold, and I had that look on my face, and I went. I was like, oh no, what do I do? What do I do? So I revert to what I do when someone's naked and someone's hanging on to me. I put my hand on his head. And when he went to speak, that was when I rubbed my fingers through his hair. It was so awkward, and that's when my body finally unlatched and I was able to jump off. I gave him a kiss and walked out of the room. You guys hear me say what part where I put my clothes back on? So I found out there was a daycare beside my doctor's office. So thank you very much. That was my time. Let's bring my diet back up. Thank you very much for having me. I had a wonderful time.
Give him a nice hand. Tell me a warm Good job, bud. So you can do better than that. Tell me more.